Hello, you guys. I'm SAINTNOAN. Today, we're going to be reviewing WandaVision. The first trailer clip is where Paul Bettany and Elizabeth Olsen, who stars in a cinematic Marvel universe in a series, find themselves in a small town where they suspect things are not as they seem. Such is the way that it echoes in this earth. And the first trailer is called Signal. And you will find that a signal also was being played in They Live that caused people not to see what was really going on. So I want to play this clip and use it as a backdrop of how they mock us in real life.
This is our home now. I want us to fit in.
Wanda, can you hear me?
Wanda, welcome home.
Exclusively on Disney+.
All right, in the first trailer, okay, I want to show you the key component is Paul Bettany, who plays Vision. I zoomed in on his face in the next clip, where his face does a transformation. In other words, he's showing you that he's using fallen angel technology, a liquid crystal technology, to reveal his true self. Okay, the liquid crystal, they use something that is holographic liquid crystals to make themselves appear human. Okay, so this is what's going on here, and it's happening today in this world, and it's the same thing that is echoed in the 1988 classic They Live. Okay, so this is called liquid crystal technology. All right.
Liquid crystals are the core technology behind modern displays, from mobile phones to huge flat-screen TVs. One of the limiting factors in these displays is the shape and structure of their pixels. What I am trying to do is make a new type of liquid crystal display that contains pixels that are able to control light in a more sophisticated way, generating a 3D view of something as we would see it in real life. These videos show early demonstrations of how liquid crystals can be combined with nanotechnology in order to make new pixels possible. However, there is still a lot of research to be done in deciphering the complex structures seen in these short videos.
Graphics chips, also some good signs.
Both shows are not having technical difficulties, so I'm watching Spain. It's facing finally to the problems in its bank.
So in terms of the liquid crystal technology, we're fourth dimensional fallen angel technology, okay, we could say that our world is as a hologram, a matrix, okay, and within this matrix, in this simulation, they are using fourth dimensional liquid crystal technology, all right, to make themselves appear human. And they also use it for cloaking. But I want to show you this clip of what I found on Funny or Die of this reporter that they thought was funny because, you know, her skirt was up. But if you look in between her legs, she has a device there. I'm going to echo and backdrop that with a clip that I found in Wired about a car that can rotoscope and create a surroundings or the hologram.
A car can be as important a character in a movie as any of the actors. The right vehicle in the right location makes a statement. But getting it there can be tough, expensive, or even impossible. Enter the Blackbird, a shape-shifting car that can mimic other vehicles, real, vintage, priceless, or even imagined.
It's great seeing this thing driving in, but none of this is real. This is all movie magic. Alistair, you're from the Mill, the effects company that make this magic. You're going to let me have a little go. So this car looks fantastic right now. We can even see the reflections of the buildings around us in it.
Yep,
and I can turn those off. And then we can turn off the color. And now we're just left with the shell. Let's turn that off. And then we've got this wire frame. We get rid of that. this is the Blackbird. This is your baby. This is the machine that makes these effects possible. Talk us through it. How does it work?
So this is a modular vehicle. We can extend the length by 4 feet and the width by 10 inches.
The only part that needs to be real is the wheels, and any type from any manufacturer can be bolted on. Pretty much everything else, though, is made in a computer and draped over the Blackbird afterwards.
But this is a camera array. We have a stabilization head here. This is the smallest stabilization head in the world. It's kind of like a Steadicam on its side.
The 4 cameras here grab an outwards-facing view. Their images can be stitched together for a 360-degree look at the world. They're crucial to the realistic effect. They're used to make the reflections we saw of buildings, people, and other cars.
We take the image we get from here and we turn that into a 360-degree dome.
Black triangles on the frame are used to lock that dome into exactly the right position, even when the car's moving. Then the colour, the trim, and any other details can be manipulated in the computer, giving the filmmakers total control, and blurring the boundary between our world and the virtual one just that little bit more.
We should let it get on with its business. So, Robert, thank you very much for your patience.
Thank you.
We'll let you crack on. Cheers.
So cool seeing this right now.
It's a new morning in America. Fresh, vital. The old cynicism is gone. We have faith in our leaders. We're optimistic as to what becomes of it all. It really boils down to our ability to accept. We don't need pessimism. There are no limits.
It figures it would be something like this.
Our nation, our ideal of vision.
Excuse me.
Just survive.
You know, you look like your head fell on the cheese dip back in 1957. You're okay. This one, real fucking ugly. You see, I take these glasses off, she looks like a regular person, doesn't she, huh? Put them back on, formaldehyde face. That's what we got.
That's enough out of you. You get out or I call the cops.
Call the cops? You know what you need? You need a Brazilian plastic surgeon.
I've got one that can see.
He's a tall, Caucasian male, doesn't appear armed, wearing sunglasses.
I don't like this one bit. Not one bit. That's like pouring perfume on a pig.
All right, suppose we settle down. That's far enough. Where'd you get those glasses?
Tooth fairy.
I'll bet.
You got him. Make yourself shaving this morning.
You look as shitty to us as we do to you.
Impossible.
It would be easier if we don't have to splatter your brains. Just take it easy. And you stumbled onto something here. Maybe we can all benefit from this slight misunderstanding. Now let's go someplace quiet so we can talk this over.
So you bastards die just like we do.
As you've seen in those two clips, the car from Wired and the woman, you could see that the device, the holographic technology that she is using, okay, in between her legs, that is what she's actually trying to cover up. And if you look at her, she is going through holographic distortions because the light images around the environment have to be reflected around the entity to create the image that your eye sees. All right. So basically, if you with you seeing the first trailer called Signal, okay, like I said in the film They Live, there was a radio broadcast or a signal being played that put people under a spell of hypnosis. Okay, so for this first trailer to drop and for it to be called Signal, and for them to have those clues in there, they're making a mockery of us. Keep in mind that in the Bible it says, be aware of Satan's devices. Devices pertain to also technology, and that he is the principality of the air. Broadcasts, radio waves, Wi-Fi, all of these are devices that are streamed through the air. Okay, so this is how the first preview that was entitled Signal backdrops immediately into They Live. Okay, and in this last clip, I'm going to play for you this last trailer here, and we'll talk about it in a second.
We are an unusual couple.
Oh, I don't think that was ever in question.
What exactly is your story?
And they lived happily ever after. Happily ever after.
We just don't know what to expect.
Happily ever after.
Well, I think we handled that well.
In this last trailer clip, you guys, the name of this trailer was called Story, and where Wanda and Vision was eating at the people's house, they asked, so what is your story? And they look bewildered. You guys, fourth dimensional entities, interdimensional entities come into our world, and they don't have a history. They don't have a past story. Clones and all that is operated by spirits and androids, they don't have a story. So many of the things that they detail about themselves are false representation. They are lies. Okay, what makes the 144 strange or peculiar is that they have a real testimony. They have a real history. This tells you that humans are being bred out. Okay, many people who are married that had children and what have you, no telling who they married if they were looking with the eye. Okay, the eyes on their face. Okay, because it says in 2 Daniel verse Daniel verse 2 verse 43, they, who are they? The aliens, the interdimensional beings, shall intermingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave to one another, just as iron is not mixed with miry clay. This is what that verse is speaking about. You know, Jesus went through a lot more than what we suspect, okay, to save us. And that's something that you guys really need to think about. So in this last trailer, when he asked what is their story, okay, their story is a lie, okay? They don't have a history. They're not from this realm. So that's what you're dealing with when you're dealing with people. Here, I'm going to hit you with the bonus, okay? You can scrub back through the video, all right, to the beginning and look at that first trailer. One of the key words in the first trailer, after it shows Wanda, okay, Elizabeth Olsen, the screen doesn't pull out, this shot here, all right? And the key word that it says on that first clip, Signal, after her is arrives, okay? Keep in mind there was an alien movie called Arrival. So words is power if you know what they mean in the context that they use it. And the serpent is subtle. So you have to you have to see in the spirit to understand what they're hitting at. All right. But look at this close up here of Wanda. Okay. Look at the shape of her face. Look at that hairline. The hairline is fake. That's fake hair. Look at her eyes. She's so starry-eyed, right? It almost looks like a gray. Look at her eyes in context to her mouth. The straight line and those two big round eyes. Look how crystalline her eyes look. In the Bible, you know, the Holy Spirit speaks to them and he says how lofty their eyes are. So this is a gray alien, you guys. Peace and blessings be with you all. That's